Okay, GYS crew, you guys have been asking me to give you examples of command letters and the FU letters, aka resistance letters, for all different types of scenarios. You want to know how to do them? You want examples? Well, you gotta stay tuned. Hello, everybody, and welcome to an exciting episode of Fun on Affirmation Fridays with Flossie, aka me. If you guys don't know who I am a coach for Sammy Ingram in my 5th year of coaching, and I'm literally considering myself the funniest, wittiest mindset coach, as well as your OG Hype Your Up Rampage Queen here on YouTube. If you're wanting one-on-one coaching with me, there's going to be some links in the description box below, and if you're wanting to participate in a glow up challenge, then there's one going on here with Coach Nikki on this channel. Currently, we are working on becoming the GOAT, greatest of all time version of you. So if you're interested, there are links somewhere here on YouTube where you can join the 2 tiers that we have available. So many of you guys know that I use a couple tools to help with the resistance around what you're manifesting. These tools are, 1, the FU letter, otherwise known as the resistance letter, and the second is the command letter. So let me go over briefly the elements of both and then give you guys examples for different scenarios. So the FU letter, aka resistance letter, usually for me, the way that I do it, the way that I teach it, Coach Nikki also teaches it and she talks about it on her channel. But the way that I teach it is you write to that person, object, concept, whatever, but you write everything you'd want to say to that person's face. If you didn't have to worry about social niceties or any repercussions because you're saying what you want, you're getting it off your chest. Then you're talking about how you feel about what's happening or what's happened, or just how you're feeling in general about what you're seeing, experiencing, thinking about in the 3D. Then you say how you feel about manifesting it. You take ownership of the manifestation. You acknowledge that you've manifested it, because guess what? You acknowledge that you manifested it. That means you can unmanifest it, and then you destroy it. Now, if this FU letter, resistance letter, is in relation to trauma or something that happened when you were a kid, don't take ownership of it. Just write everything you'd want to say to that person or concept's face, that entity's face, how you're feeling, and then destroy it. So you do not do the part about taking ownership of the trauma or things that happened when you're a kid. With the command letter in general has 3 aspects to it. You're commanding that person to do, or entity, concept, to do whatever you want them to do as if they're already doing it. So you're kind of writing it in a present tense, and you'll hear that in examples. You're also speaking with confidence, with authority, like you're the drill sergeant and they're the new recruit. You're just telling them how it is, just like it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no exceptions. This is the way that it is. And you're using the 3rd C, words of conviction. Words of conviction are phrases or words that we use in everyday conversation when we're talking about something that we have a strong opinion that is true. Now, you don't have to have a strong opinion that what you're writing is true. What it does is it tricks your mind into thinking what you're writing is true. Why? Because we use these words when we talk about things that are true. And those are things like legit, literally, totally, completely, absolutely. Because I said so, no matter what. Facts, period. It's a fact. The truth is, I know in my reality, in this reality, that's the examples, just things like that. And of course, you might have words of your own or phrases of your own that you use when you're talking about something that you're like, this is the way it is, period. If you want to see the original video that I posted on command letters, it's going to be up here. I can just link it up in the corner. You can watch that video, see what I'm talking about. Moving forward. So as far as actual examples, let's start first with things that you might write to your specific person. Let's say your SP is ghosting you and you want to write him or her FU letter. For the sake of ease of purposes, I probably will refer to SPs as male and third parties as female, just to make it simple. But of course, use whatever gender applies to your situation, etc. So SP's ghosting you. FU letter might be like, I like to swear in mine. So I usually do tell people FU. So it might be like, dear SP, FU, where you can write it out if you want. But for the sake of YouTube. Dear SP, F you. F you for ghosting me. F you for like totally ditching me, not paying attention to me, making me feel rejected, unwanted, unloved, not chosen. Like, I can't believe that you're acting like this. You're supposed to be a grown-ass man acting like a little boy who doesn't even have the balls to like literally write or say something. You're just disappearing like you're fucking Houdini. Who the fuck do you think you are? This is absolutely ridiculous. This really hurts my feelings. I'm mad as hell that I've manifested this version of you, and then you're destroying it. You're destroying it. Command letter might be something like, Dear SP, you're literally head over heels for me, period. You're literally blowing up my phone 24/7, 365. You're always messaging me. You can't stand to be away from me. You can't go a single hour without contacting me. Facts. The truth is, you think I'm the best thing that's ever happened to you. You love being my boyfriend, and you're bragging about me to everyone that you know that we're together and that I'm like the dopest girl that you've ever known in your entire life. So, these are just examples. SP's not being romantic enough. This is the FU letter. Dear SP, FU. FU for not being romantic. FU for not showing me love and affection. How can you be as old as you are and not have the emotional maturity or availability to show me love, affection, and attention? I'm supposed to be the person that you care about, yet you aren't paying any attention to me. Like, this makes me feel rejected, unwanted, not chosen by you. I feel so unloved. I'm mad as hell. I've manifested this version of you, and then I'm destroying it. And then for the command letter, Dear SP, you're literally madly in love with me, period. You legit worship the ground I walk on. The truth is, you're showering me with love, affection, and attention. You absolutely cannot keep your hands off me. You're always touching me because I said so. You're always giving me love and affection no matter what. You think being with me is the best thing that's ever happened to you, and you prove that to me every single day. Facts. Just giving you examples. If there's a third party, which I'll link a video here. I've already done a video about third parties. Basically, you can write them the FU letter, even if you don't know who they are. You can just write to the concept of them, and then you can write them the command letter that they have moved on. So the FU letter to the third party. Dear third party, FU. FU for even existing in my reality. How dare you encroach on my territory? What makes you think that you can have my person, be with my person, even talk to my person? My person belongs to me. You're coming up in my 3D reality uninvited. I don't want you here. You suck. Why are you being with someone who literally wants to be with me? So that's just BS. It's ridiculous. I feel, rejected, jealous, upset that SP's treating me this way and that you're in my reality, and I'm angry as hell that I've manifested you. And destroy it. Then the command letter to the third party. Dear 3P, you have moved the hell on, period. You legit are out of my reality. You don't have anything to do with SP. SP lost your number. You lost SP's number. SP can't stand you. SP doesn't like talking to you. You guys can't stand each other. It's been so long that you've even talked to each other that you don't even remember who each other is. Whatever that it is, whatever story you're telling yourself, that's what's going to go in your command letter. But like, basically, girl, you've moved on. You've moved on, period. You're no longer my reality. We don't even remember who the fuck you are. Bye. Bye, girl, bye. Of course, friends and family, anyone can get an FU letter, command letter. If you have a group of friends that you want to hang out with and these people are ignoring you, well, you can write them an FU letter, command letter. So you can write it to a singular person or even a group. If you're writing to a group of friends, it would be like, Dear friends, why the fuck aren't you paying attention to me? Why am I always left out of the plans? How come you guys go hang out without me? What am I, chopped liver? Why aren't you contacting me anymore? You're acting like idiots. You're supposed to be grown-ass women, but yet you can't even reach out to me or let me know what's going on. I'm feeling rejected, sad, angry, whatever. I'm pissed as hell that I'm manifesting these versions of you. Or, I'm pissed as hell that I'm manifesting these horrible friendships, and destroy it. And then command letter. Dear friends, you think that I'm the most amazing friend that's ever existed on the face of this planet. You love spending all of your free time with me. You invite me to everything that you go do. You're bending over backwards looking for events for us to do. I'm always invited to every single thing. You're constantly including me in all of your group texts. Your lives literally revolve around me because I said so. I'm always put on your calendar no matter what. You think I'm the best friend that's ever been on the face of this planet, and you couldn't imagine going to do anything or planning anything without including me. Facts, period, whatever, however it is that you want to write it. Family can also be included. in letters, if you don't like how they're showing up, literally any person who's irritating you in your 3D reality, including you. You can write an FU letter to yourself. And depending on how you want to talk to yourself is how you talk to yourself. Whether you want to write, dear self, I'm like, so here's the FU letter. Like, I'm pissed as hell at you. You're acting like an idiot. Why can't you think thoughts in line with your manifestation? Why is your mental diet so terrible? Or, dear self, why is our mental diet so terrible? Why can't we think a thought in line with our manifestation? Why are we just not staying laser focused on what we want? Like, do you want this manifestation? Do we want this manifestation? Why can we not just concentrate and do whatever it is that we need to do? I'm angry, I'm frustrated, like I want to rip my hair out about you. I'm mad as hell I'm manifesting this version of us. I'm mad as hell I'm manifesting this version of you. It's just however you talk to you. Some people even do it with I statements. Dear self, I am disappointed in me. I'm disappointed in how I'm showing up in my own 3D reality. I'm disappointed that I can't think thoughts in line with my own manifestations. I'm being ridiculous. I'm being like out of control. I need to learn how to focus myself. I'm angry as hell at me. I'm mad that I'm manifesting this version of me. However it is that you talk to you. Command letter. You would do the same thing, except you would command yourself. Dear self, you only think thoughts in line with your manifestation. Your mind is under your full, total, and complete control. You're always affirming. You're always making sure to put in the mental work. In fact, you've become a total master manifesting, and you're always getting what you want. You're only thinking positive thoughts in line with your manifestation. You're always seeing evidence of your manifestations because I fucking said so. The truth is, you feel like you're the most powerful person that's ever existed. Or, I feel like I'm the most powerful person that's ever existed. I always think thoughts in line with my manifestation. My mental diet is totally and completely perfect. Or our mental diet's totally and completely perfect. We only think thoughts in line with our manifestation. We've literally become master of manifesting. So it is whatever you want to say to yourself in whatever way you want to say it, how you talk to you. When you go to manifest other things and you're going to use these tools to reduce resistance, you can use these tools around money, health, appearance, a job, an employer. You can write to entities. You can write to things generalized like your business, like write to customers, clients in general. If you're purchasing a house, it doesn't matter what you're doing, but I'm going to try to give you some examples. We often personify things, and that means that we talk to items like they're a person. Like, how many people do you know that have a car that they're calling the car, Olivia, and she's beautiful and she purrs like a kitten or whatever? You're doing that, but with whatever you're manifesting. So if you're manifesting money and you want to write a command letter to money, you can write that command letter to the version of you that is broke, that has the money, and the FU letter to the version of you that's broke, or you can write it to that way to money, but personifying it. So if you were writing to money, and you made it like it was a person, the FU letter to money would be like, dear money, fuck you for not being in my bank account. Fuck you for disappearing before I even have a chance to pay a bill. Every time I get two of you, it's like you disappear. Why the fuck can't I just come into more of you? Why do you have to be so difficult for me to get? I feel so frustrated that I don't have enough of you. It makes me feel so anxious that I can't pay my own bills because you're never showing up. Like, I'm mad as hell that I'm manifesting this version of you for me, or this version of me that doesn't have any of you. Command letter. Dear money, you are raining down upon me. I literally have more of you than I could ever spend. The truth is, I'm basically rich as fuck because the amount of you multiplies in my bank account. It doubles and triples by the damn day. The fact is, I feel like I'm the wealthiest person on the face of this planet because you're always showing up. I always have more than you. I couldn't even spend the amount of you that I do have. And every time I turn around, I've got more of you. Or if you're writing to the version of you that's broke in the FU letter, dear self, why the fuck don't you have any money? How come you never have any money? How come you get two nickels to rub together and the shit disappears? Why do we always have more bills than we could ever pay? I'm tired of hell as being broke. I'm pissed that you're broke. This is totally and completely ridiculous. I'm mad as hell I've manifested this version of you. Destroy it. Command letter. Dear self, you're rich as hell. The truth is you've got more money than you could ever spend. It's a fact that you are almost the wealthiest person on the face of this planet. Every time you spend $1, people are bending over backwards to give you 100 more. It's like ATMs practically spit out money at you. Money's always falling in your lap. That's literally your reality. Being rich as hell. So you're getting the picture there. You can also do it about health, appearance, and you would do the same thing, whether you write to health, the topic like itself, and you personify it, or your appearance and personify it, or whether you write to you. Like, dear health, I'm mad as hell that you're in such a terrible state. How come you're sick as fuck all the time? How come you're not keeping my body well? How come, you just see me getting sicker and sicker by the day? Because you're just not in my life. I feel extremely frustrated, or I'm concerned that, I don't have good health with you. However it is that you want to put it, even if it's to yourself. Dear self, why the fuck are you so sick? How come, your health is so terrible? I feel so frustrated that no matter what we do, it just doesn't seem to get better and better. I'm concerned. I'm worried. I'm so angry that I've manifested this version of myself. And then you destroy it. And then you can command yourself, dear health or dear body. You can do it to your body. You're healthy as fuck. You're literally the healthiest body on the face of this planet. The truth is, you're the very definition of health. You have all healthy cells. You work and function completely, totally properly. Everybody thinks that you're a walking miracle. You can physically do anything you want to do. You can even say those things kind of to yourself, like, dear self, you're totally amazing. Your body's fully healed. You're the absolute definition of health and wellness because I've said so, no matter what. Do you kind of get the picture? It's like how you want to write it, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to these things about you. If you're writing to a job or employer, you can address it as an entity, like dear XYZ company, or dear HR department, or like dear boss, or dear coworkers, and write whatever it is you'd want to write. If you are applying for a job and you're not hearing from them, you can write dear XYZ company. F you for not getting back to me immediately. F you for not picking me instantly out of all the candidates. F you for not appearing to see what I'm worth. I feel rejected, not chosen, not desired by you. I'm angry as hell that I'm manifesting this version of you that appears to not be selecting me, and destroy it. And then, dear XYZ company, here's the command letter. You think I'm the best thing that's ever happened to this company. The truth is, you thought I was the absolute #1 candidate, hands down. The minute that I opened my mouth, you forgot about everyone else before me, and you didn't even consider anyone else after me. You couldn't wait to give me my offer letter. You were bending over backwards to give me the best offer letter that you've ever given to anyone in the entire history of this company, because you think I'm the best employee that ever existed. It's shit like that. If you're having problems with your coworkers, it would be, similar things. F you letter. Dear coworkers, all of you suck. All of you are little backstabbing little skanks. I can't believe that I have to go through the torture of working with you. I'm frustrated that I have to even work with you. I feel saddened every time you treat me like a pile of crap. I'm pissed as hell I've manifested this version of you in my reality. Command letter. Dear coworkers, you think I'm the best coworker that's ever existed. You literally bend over backwards to do all my work for me. I don't have to lift a finger, and I get paid tons of money because all of you are scrambling to do all my work for me. I live in a total, complete dream fantasy world that is literally my reality because I'm the god of my reality, and I fucking said so. I have the best shifts ever. I have the best shifts ever. And all of you treat me like a diamond. I'm included in everything. I'm always winning top employee. You guys are always voting for me. You guys all think I'm the best. It's whatever you want to say. Same thing if you were like having customers or having a business. You can write it to the business itself or, the customers or the version of you. It's whatever you want to do. Dear customers. F you for not choosing me. F you for choosing other companies. Why wouldn't you choose me? I'm literally the best one that there ever is. I feel so rejected that you're not choosing to do business with me. I'm so angry that I've manifested this version of you or this version of my business and then destroy it. And then you're like, dear customers, command letter. Dear customers, you think I'm the best XYZ that has ever existed in this entire state, country, area, region. The truth is, you couldn't wait to do business with me. You'd wait months to work with me. You're referring me to everyone under the sun because you know that I'm the best at what I do. You're always leaving me great reviews. You're always giving me amazing tips. And literally my business is booming. I'm getting hundreds. I'm getting thousands. I'm getting hundreds of thousands of dollars a day because I said so. My client book is always full no matter what, or my products are always flying off the shelves no matter what. Obviously, you would tailor these letters to you. And it's the same thing if you're getting a house, getting an apartment. You can write it to like whoever it is that you're working with, whatever entity seems to be causing problems. Or you can just write, to the topic itself. Dear buying a house. This whole process sucks, period. I didn't think it would be this difficult. I find it extremely frustrating trying to even attempt to get a place for myself or to buy you or to, get a home. All the people I'm working with are idiots. I feel so frustrated. I can't believe I've manifested this for myself. Now I destroy it. And then you're buying a house. Buying a house is easy as hell. I got my house in like 3 days or less. It literally like showed up practically out of thin air. Feel like it cost me nothing. The process was seamless. I'm overjoyed. The fact is, I love my new house. I had an easy time moving into it. It was awesome. It was fabulous. It was phenomenal. It was so easy for me that like I felt like I slept walk through it practically. It was totally amazing. And everybody treated me like a diamond no matter what. I got my way no matter what. Everybody was bending over backwards to give me everything I've ever wanted. I think you guys get the picture. It's whoever you want to write it to, whatever concept you want to write it to. If you want to personify it, if you don't, if you want to write it to the version of yourself that doesn't have it versus the command letter to your version of you that does have it. You can also, like I said, write the command letters to yourself if you are not having a clean mental diet, if you're being anxious, if you're spiraling. I think you get the picture, hopefully, from all these different references on the ways that you can do this. I also think I give some examples in my Got Resistance, Got Trash video that I can link there, because you can use the FU letter command letter for virtually anything, even if you're just writing it to negative type of thoughts that you're having or topics like of not feeling secure, of not feeling healthy, of not being happy, of, not feeling loved, desired. You can do it for anything. You just write down whatever it is that you want to write. If you could say it to an entity's face or the version of yourself's face or whatever, how you're feeling, how you feel about manifesting it, unless it's trauma or whatever, destroying it. And then you're following up with a command letter. Command letters also can be done by themselves. If you're feeling like you want to feel powerful and you want to command things to be the way you want to be it, go ahead and write a command letter. They can be pretty dope. Having said that, I'm hoping this video has been helpful to you now that I've given several different ways and examples of how to write the FU letters and command letters. Of course, if you want help with your situation personally, and you want me to help you identify how to do that for your own situation, I'm happy to do that. I can do that with you through coaching. A lot of times when I talk to people and they tell me what's going on, I give them some great examples of ways that they can write FU letters, command letters for their situations, or just kind of what they might be missing in the process for themselves that's causing their own unintentional delay. So if you want that, links are always in the description box below. Of course, drop any comments, questions, or concerns below because I always check them out. And as usual, I'll talk to you later. Bye.